All right. This is incredible. Okay, so look, when I was coming up here to Seattle yesterday, a friend of mine said to me, do you have any idea how to talk to a teenager anymore? And I said, I never knew how to talk to a teenager even when I was a teenager. If I knew how to talk to a teenager when I was a teenager, I'd have had a girlfriend in high school, which never even came close to happening. So I was thinking about it more, and I realized it's probably because when I was your age, I never felt like a teenager, you know? I definitely never felt like a kid. I felt like I was a very sophisticated, mature person inside a body that was unfortunately still growing and getting zits. It was a very unpleasant scenario for me. But basically, you know, I felt like I knew what was going on. I felt like a lot of the adults around me were pretty clueless as to what was going on in the world around us, and I was just very frustrated that I wasn't allowed to get going and do all the things I wanted to do in life, and I really hated it when adults talked down to me. I really hated it. So this morning I woke up and I thought, I still feel like the same person I was when I was your age, and I'm not going to talk to these guys any different than I talk to my friends, so I hope that's okay. It's easier that way. So the first thing I wanted to say is that I watched a video last night about what you guys have done to get here, and it was just awesome. Awesome, like hugely inspiring. In my life now, I know a lot of actors and rock stars and pro athletes, and it's cool, you know, and I know that from the outside, people's talent seems very cool, and it is cool, but I want you to remember that talent is really just a very well-developed skill. Talent is not the same as character. And I know a lot of famous people who have all kinds of opportunity, all kinds of resources, who haven't done 1/3 of the inspiring actions that you guys did to get here today. So you are cooler than any movie star or sports god or rock star. And we're the ones who are down here looking up at you and feeling inspired by you. So, you know, bump fists with the person next to you, because the person next to you is probably going to do bigger things in the world than the people up here talking to you. I assure you of that. So there's a lot of people talking today about what we should all be doing to change the world and how we do it. And really, I just really wanted to share one idea with you, which is that something I realized too late in life, something I realized when I was much older and that I wish someone had shared with me. I never had an experience like Free the Children or We Day, and I wish I'd had. But something that I've come to realize that I think is a trick that helps people pull off inspiring things in the world. Now, I know I'm an actor, but believe it or not, I was actually really into physics when I was your age and in school. I sucked at math. I sucked at math. But, but I loved physics. I loved physics because I was really into the idea of flying planes and surfing and scuba diving, and there you go. So physics explained everything that I was interested in. And one of the most basic things you learn in physics is the concept of a lever, right? So a lever, you need a fulcrum, you put your bar against the fulcrum, you apply effort, and you can move things that you could have never moved on your own. So really, a lever is what? A lever is just a way to increase your power. It's a way to increase your power. And the reason I like that idea is I think it's a great way to look at life and the huge amount of work that it's going to take your generation to keep changing this world for the better. Because everybody, but especially young people, feel powerless sometimes. We're inside our own skin. We feel our life is too small. We don't have the position, we don't have the control, we don't have the power or the money to affect the big problems. You can't even get the car keys from your father. So how can you do the big things, you know? And yet every single day, we're all reading about and hearing about young people doing incredibly inspiring things in the world, moving mountains. So how are they doing it? What I want to suggest is they're finding levers. That's what they're doing, they're finding levers. So I helped set up a website called CrowdRise, where millions of young people are setting up projects to support and affect the causes that they care about. And check it out. It's like the Facebook of philanthropy. I think you'll love it. But What we try to work on is to teach people that we all have more power than we thought if we get a little bit creative. And what young people are doing on the site that we see every day is they're creating incredible levers with their creativity. So we've got a kid who said, I'm going to climb Mount Kilimanjaro to support MS research. And he turned that action into a lever, and he raised $8,000. We've got kids saying, I don't want presents for my birthday or for my bar mitzvah or my graduation. I want support for this great cause. So those kids are turning something that happens every day in the life of a young person into a lever to support change. We even have this one kid, he said he was going to eat pancakes at Denny's for 24 hours straight and not quit until he raised $5,000 to support his favorite charity, which was maybe not the healthiest idea, but it shows you that even a love of pancakes can be turned into a lever for social change. Think about what you guys are capable of doing. You know, running races and getting people to back you, volunteering and getting people to back you, water skiing around Seattle. You can write a poem every day for a month. You can do an online lemonade stand and raise $26,000 like one girl did. You can get 20 friends to do 20 push-ups every hour for 20 days and get your friends and family to back you for that. We've seen every one of these examples and more. And I want you to think about what your levers are. Your levers are your passion, because if you think any generation older than you has more passion than you, you're wrong. Because you're going to be alive on this planet and you're going to face up to the problems that are coming for longer than any of the rest of us. That's why your passion is greater. You know, your energy is greater. If you think your parents have 1/2 of your energy, you're crazy. I guarantee you, you have double the energy of your parents. And you have these things. You guys are doing calculus on these things while your parents are still doing addition and subtraction. If you think your parents know the difference between a Reddit account and WhatsApp, you're crazy. They don't. You do. And these levers, these tools, make you the most powerful generation of teenagers in human history. So really all I want to say to you is just keep it up. You already did it to get here. That's what's so great about Free the Children. You're here today because you took creative action. You created a lever, whether you know it or not. Just keep it up. Don't stop. Get better at it. Keep dreaming up more and more creative levers to create for yourself. Find your lever. Go out there and find a place to stand and move the world. I'm really proud of you and really excited to be here. Thank you so much and good luck. I have great faith in you.